Have you ever wondered how the most intelligent people command respect without ever saying a word they regret? What if the secrets to mastering your tongue, your most dangerous weapon, are buried in ancient philosophy? The Stoics believed that what you say reflects the quality of your mind, and as Marcus Aurelius once wrote, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. But what does this mean for the way we speak? Today, we're diving deep into 6 things an intelligent person never says, principles rooted in Stoic philosophy and sharpened by dark psychology. These are the traps of the mind and the tongue that keep most people ordinary. Avoid them, and you'll find yourself in a league of your own. Stick around, because the last one, it's the mistake that even the wisest among us fall for. Let's get started. Number 1, I can't help it. That's just who I am. The first thing an intelligent person never says is, I can't help it. That's just who I am. At first glance, this phrase might seem harmless, a simple way of explaining behavior. But dig deeper, and you'll see it for what it truly is: an excuse, a declaration of defeat. The Stoics taught that we are not prisoners of our nature. Epictetus said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By saying, "That's just who I am," you hand over your power to your emotions, your past, or your circumstances. You're telling the world and yourself that you've stopped growing, that you've accepted mediocrity. An intelligent person understands that self-awareness is the first step towards self-mastery. When you catch yourself falling back on this excuse, pause. Ask yourself, is this truly who I am, or is this just a habit I've allowed to control me? In the realm of dark psychology, this phrase also signals vulnerability. It tells others that you're predictable, easily manipulated because you've set limits on your ability to change. Those who seek control over others will latch onto this weakness. By breaking free from it, you not only reclaim your autonomy, but also become less susceptible to external influence. True intelligence lies in embracing the discomfort of growth. Remember, who you are is not fixed. It's who you choose to become, moment by moment. Now let's move on to the second thing an intelligent person never says, a phrase that reveals more insecurity than you might think. Number 2, it's not my fault. The second thing an intelligent person never says is, it's not my fault. This phrase may seem like an attempt to protect oneself, but to those who hear it, it's a glaring admission of weakness. Why? Because it shifts responsibility away from where it belongs, on you. The Stoics believed that while we cannot control external events, we always control how we respond to them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By blaming others or circumstances, you deny yourself the opportunity to learn, grow, and adapt. In dark psychology, blame shifting is seen as a tactic of manipulation. But when you use it defensively, it backfires. People will see you as someone who avoids accountability, someone who cannot be trusted to lead or take ownership of their life. Instead, the intelligent person understands the power of saying, "This is on me, and here's how I'll fix it." Taking responsibility isn't weakness, it's strength. It shows maturity, self-control, and confidence. Even if the fault isn't entirely yours, owning your part in the situation disarms critics and commands respect. Remember, when you take responsibility, you reclaim control. You stop being a victim of circumstance and start becoming the architect of your own destiny. Next, let's uncover the third thing an intelligent person never says, a subtle but deadly mistake that undermines your credibility and influence. Number 3, I already know that. The third thing an intelligent person never says is, I already know that. At first glance, it might seem like a confident statement, a way to show you're knowledgeable, but in reality, it reveals arrogance and a closed mind. The Stoics believed in lifelong learning. Seneca once wrote, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." To claim you already know something is to shut the door on growth, to assume that there's no new perspective or deeper understanding to uncover. The truth is, knowledge isn't a destination, it's a journey. In the realm of dark psychology, this phrase can also alienate others. When you dismiss someone's insights with, "I already know that," you subtly belittle them. It creates tension and builds walls instead of bridges. People may stop offering their knowledge or support, perceiving you as dismissive or egotistical. An intelligent person approaches every interaction with humility, even when they're well versed in the subject at hand. Instead of saying, "I already know that," try saying, "That's interesting. Tell me more." Not only does this invite collaboration, but it also shows wisdom. Because the wisest people understand, there's always more to learn, even in the familiar. Now, let's move to the fourth thing an intelligent person never says, a phrase that quietly exposes insecurity and fear. Number 4, I deserve more. The fourth thing an intelligent person never says is, I deserve more. At first glance, it might seem harmless, perhaps even justified, but beneath the surface, this phrase reflects entitlement, not effort. And entitlement is a weakness the Stoics warned us about again and again. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." To believe you deserve more without earning it is to shift your focus to what you lack instead of what you can control. It places your happiness in the hands of others, or worse, in the hands of chance. In dark psychology, this phrase can also signal desperation, a need for validation or recognition. It tells others that your sense of worth is tied to external rewards, making you an easy target for manipulation. An intelligent person never reveals this kind of vulnerability because they understand that true power comes from within. Instead of saying, "I deserve more," say, "I will create more." Focus on action, not expectation. Build value, demonstrate worth, and let your results speak louder than your demands. The world doesn't owe you anything, and that's exactly what makes your achievements so meaningful when you earn them. The next time you feel tempted to utter these words, pause. Remind yourself that it's not about what you deserve, but what you do. Because in the end, your actions, not your entitlement, will define your legacy. Let's move on to the fifth thing an intelligent person never says, a subtle statement that can shatter trust and credibility in an instant. Number 5. Trust me. The fifth thing an intelligent person never says is, trust me. At first, this phrase might seem innocent, a way to reassure someone. But the truth is, asking for trust directly often has the opposite effect. Why? Because real trust is earned, not requested. The Stoics believed in living a life so virtuous and authentic that others naturally respected you. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." When you ask someone to trust you, it implies that your actions alone aren't enough to inspire confidence. It plants doubt where there should be certainty. From a dark psychology perspective, the phrase "trust me" can trigger skepticism. It's a common tactic used by manipulators and liars, which is why hearing it can make people unconsciously defensive. Intelligent people avoid this trap by letting their consistency, integrity, and results speak for themselves. Here's the secret. When your actions align with your words, trust becomes inevitable. You don't need to ask for it because you've already proven yourself. People trust what they see, not what they're told. So the next time you feel tempted to say, "Trust me," stop. Instead, focus on showing through your actions that you are reliable, competent, and honest. Because the strongest trust is built silently, through the small, unshakable moments of consistency. Finally, let's uncover the sixth thing an intelligent person never says, a phrase that might seem harmless but reveals a fundamental misunderstanding of life itself. Number 6. It's not fair. The sixth thing an intelligent person never says is, "It's not fair." At first glance, this phrase might seem reasonable. We've all felt wronged at some point. But to utter these words is to resist the very nature of life itself. The Stoics understood this truth deeply. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You must accept the universe as it is, not as you wish it to be." Life was never promised to be fair. Fairness is a human construct, and expecting the universe to abide by it is like expecting the ocean to calm itself for your convenience. It's not going to happen. In dark psychology, the complaint of unfairness is seen as a subtle plea for sympathy, a way to shift attention away from your own responsibility. But here's the truth. When you cry, "It's not fair," you weaken your position. You signal to others and to yourself that you're focused on what you can't control rather than what you can. The intelligent person doesn't waste energy on fairness. Instead, they adapt. They focus on strategy, resilience, and action. They understand that life's trials are not obstacles, they're opportunities to grow stronger, to become better. When the world feels unjust, they ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I turn this to my advantage?" So, the next time you're tempted to say, "It's not fair," pause. Instead, remind yourself of this. Fairness is irrelevant. What matters is how you respond. Because true intelligence lies not in lamenting the way things are, but in mastering them. These are the 6 things an intelligent person never says. Each one reflects a deeper truth about control, responsibility, and mastery of the self. Remember, the Stoics taught us that wisdom begins with self-awareness, and words are the windows into the mind. If this video resonated with you, take a moment to like it, share it, and subscribe to Stoic Blessing for more insights grounded in Stoicism, dark psychology, and timeless wisdom. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And before you go, let me leave you with this question. How will you master your words to reflect the person you're striving to become? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay strong and stay grounded.